When I was asking and pleading that they should release Nnamdi Kanu, it appeared as if to say that once Nnamdi was arrested.
So guys, Father Mbaka has spoken again. Well, as we all know, Mbaka is a strong supporter of Nnamdi Kanu, and ever since Nnamdi Kanu was arrested, Father Mbaka has always advocated for his release. Welcome to this YouTube channel. In case you are new to this YouTube channel, I urge you to hit the subscribe bell below, because in this channel I bring you everything that is trending. And in case you haven't been following up about the Nnamdi Kanu's latest verdict in Kenya, you can go to my last video and feel free to watch it. So in today's session, I have two important videos I want to show you guys. First is that of Nnamdi Kanu being advocated for by Father Mbaka. Father Mbaka, as we all know, is a strong supporter of Nnamdi Kanu, as I said earlier. And the second video is that of Chinasa Nworu, who was advocating towards what Nnamdi Kanu sent through his lawyers recently. And in case you haven't heard what the Nnamdi Kanu's lawyers came out to say openly, and the message Nnamdi Kanu's lawyers passed, I'll play that particular video for you before showing you what Chinasa Nworu had to say. And if you're a Biafra supporter, the second video is very, very important. But before the second video, I'll have to play that of Father Mbaka for you to listen to. And after listening to that of Father Mbaka, the second important video will pop up.
When I was asking and pleading that they should release Nnamdi Kanu, it appeared as if to say that once Nnamdi was arrested, banditry will end, crisis will end, killing will end. Instead, after he had been arrested, it worsened. Situations are worsening every day, which now proves that holding Nnamdi Kanu has not provided any solution. So I am pleading with this uplifted hand that God will do miracles for us and grant us a Savior who can do the miracle of bringing him out from that prison, that DSS custody, not prison, DSS custody. Holding him there is worsening things in this country. Let the leaders not say the Igbos are suffering. Igbos are part of this country. Our situation should affect the whole nation. Otherwise, why one Nigeria? If you are negligent over our suffering and think that Igbos are alone, they are on their own, then why do we still belong to Nigeria? If anything that can make the Igbos every Monday, nobody goes to school, not even the government could come out. Something beyond the government control, and the federal government is silent. Is it not wickedness? And the poor masses are suffering. Our youth who have no jobs, their problems are increasing. I don't want to talk about the keke issue in Enugu until I hear the story very well. Because when there is no job, people should not perpetuate more joblessness. No. There are things we cannot accommodate on this land. So anybody who makes a law that should not be made should be ready to face the consequences. The poor masses should not continue to suffer and suffer and suffer. And I am pleading with the leaders of Enugu State. I'm available for them. If they make any law without consulting me, let them not expect that I will consult them before I make any statement. God will not forget the leaders. If we are watching our youth dying like this, we are watching our parents suffering. There is no job. Means there is no job. Any government that cannot create job for the subject has failed. From the federal to the state to the local government. So we cannot watch our youth rendered jobless. Otherwise, more crime wave will hit this city. There are people, if they don't go out with their keke, their parents will not eat. Their wives will not eat. Their children will not eat. Their sick mothers will not take any medicine. If you catch any keke person that committed any crime, punish the person. You cannot generalize the sin of one to everybody. No. That's what we call in philosophy fallacy of elastic generalization. It's a fallacy. The action is fallacious. We are waiting the banning of Siena in Enugu because those people who are killing the police, they use Siena. And they use Lexus. At times Highlander. At times Mercedes. At times Jeep. And they will always wind up. Most of the time Hilux. Tinted and untinted. Therefore, God will punish all the leaders in Enugu if they keep silent and the poor masses are suffering. What actually is happening? The poorest person on this land can become the richest person. And the richest can become the poorest.
It's a kind of to encourage every IPOB member. Ask everybody to be focused. My name is Chinasa Nworu.
So guys, before showing you the full Biafra radio release of today's session, let me briefly explain to you what's on ground. Recently, Nnamdi Kanu sent his lawyers to come and make a statement to the IPOB supporters that Emma Powerful will be the only mouthpiece of the IPOB. This particular statement sparked some reactions, but without wasting much of your time, I'll allow you guys to watch this particular Biafra release. But for the sake of those who haven't seen this particular video, in case you have seen it, I'll briefly play this video of what Nnamdi Kanu sent his lawyers to come and tell the IPOB supporters. And after this particular video, we are going to get straight to the radio Biafra release. And I'll urge you to stay put and follow this gradually.
My name is Nnamdi Kanu. I am one of the lawyers to Nnamdi Kanu. My friend here, Max Opara, and Jude Uguay, all lawyers to Nnamdi Kanu. We just came out from the station of Nnamdi Kanu today, being the 25th of June 2025. We have delivered the messages from the leadership to him. He has equally also sent us to the leadership and to the whole world. From now henceforth, Emma Powerful is the recognized worldwide spokesperson for IPOB. Emma Powerful is now, from now henceforth, 25th of June 2025, is the official spokesperson of IPOB worldwide. So the directive is coming from Nnamdi Kanu, today being the 25th of June 2025. He also has received the message that was sent to him. We delivered it to him, and he has acknowledged it, and the others and replied and given a reply which will be sent to those concerned directly. Thank you.
It's a kind of to encourage every IPOB member. Ask everybody to be focused. My name is Chinasa Nworu. Everybody should be very focused during this trial period. I can see a lot. Why I'm making this audio is because I can no more handle all the questions, all the issues that are happening. But I want to tell people something. Pertaining a couple of days, the issues that are surrounding IPOB press release or IPOB not press release. I want to make it very, very clear. There is a deliberate attack on the image of IPOB and on the image of the IPOB press release. IPOB press release, at least for over 10 years, many of us knows how IPOB press release are being disseminated to the public, because it's a medium we used in communicating official messages. I don't need to talk about what IPOB press release means. All of you know what it means. But it's very, very disheartening, and it is very, very shocking that after 10 years that we have mastered this craft, that somebody can start raising dust over who shares IPOB press release and who does not share IPOB press release. Over if you don't share IPOB press release or you don't share, you are now an enemy of Nnamdi Kanu. If you are an IPOB for over 10 years, for 12 years, 13 years, for the fact that you did not share IPOB press release now, suddenly you have become the enemy of Nnamdi Kanu and become the enemy of Biafra. This is the kind of messages that comes from people that have nothing to offer the struggle than to destroy the struggle. People of irrational thinkers. For a couple of days, instead of everybody to focus on championing our struggle, Nnamdi Kanu's court case is coming soon. Instead of people to focus on that, the only fault they found out, they are not the one who is sharing they don't even share. How many followers do they have? Suddenly, they have become the mouthpiece. Even people that are not IPOB members are now the ones advising you people. The people they said they will never be under any leadership. They want to be independent. They are the one now giving advice for what will happen in IPOB. And most of you are falling into these traps. I want to remind everybody that they have stabbed the heart of this struggle. The emotional blackmail, the blackmail they have been using, manipulations, will no more work in these things we are doing because lives are involved. Nobody is in dispute. They have bring all kind of blackmail that Nnamdi Kanu, the DOS is insubordinate, the DOS is not insubordinate to Nnamdi Kanu, and I am challenging any one of them to come out openly, tell Biafrans, tell the world how the DOS are insubordinate to Nnamdi Kanu. I want it to come from them. And if they don't make it public, how the DOS has been insubordinate to Nnamdi Kanu, they are coward and blackmailers. They should tell the public. Let them say to the public those things that Nnamdi Kanu telling them that the DOS are insubordinate. Let them come out and make it public to the world. But I want everybody to be very focused, because the heart of IPOB, which is the IPOB press release, it is under attack. That some people will come up and tell you, if you don't share the press release for completely more than a decade, we have been sharing this press release, strategically putting this press release, using it in AI, doing everything to disseminate this information. Suddenly, somebody come out of their hate, out of their jealousy, because they are no more feeding the way they want to feed from those things. That is how they turn out to start blackmailing the leadership. We have seen this for the past 4 years. The same group of people, they gave wings to this Eperima. They gave wings. They gave wings to this Eperima. When Nnamdi Kanu was rendition, they were the people that supplied Eperima every information he needed to attack the IPOB leadership. They know themselves. For completely 3 months, they were battling Eperima. They were on the side of Eperima. And these women in America battling the leadership of IPOB until they start having problem with them and they retrieve back. And we kept silent for peace to reign. Why I am saying this, everybody keep this record. The last thing I will do is for somebody to blackmail me under that they don't listen to Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, they don't obey to Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. That is the last thing that will happen. And I, Mazi Chinasa Nworu, I will not accept it. Their blackmail should be kept aside. People have died in this struggle. Anytime we want to move forward, they will bring irrelevant issues to drag this struggle down. Any moment we want to make a leap to see how we will position this struggle. We are how many years in this struggle? How many years? And suddenly, it is the issue of press release. The press release, Chinasa Nworu and other IPOB media team, nobody reminds them to share IPOB press release. For the fact that we share IPOB press release will not make us start to, if there is something wrong in a press release and people draw an observation, it should be looked into than trying to muzzle it in the throat of people. We are talking about Biafran people here. People have information. If you dish out a press release that it is not they don't understand it. It is your duty to explain it to people, what it means. It is not to force it down in their throat. Why I'm saying this thing is this. Everybody have to be very careful. And they know that they have caused a damage to this struggle with this unnecessary fight they are bringing over press release, attacking people, calling them names because of press release. I don't want to talk about this issue, but I am highly, highly disappointed because this is how it started in 2020. They say they don't obey Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. They don't do this. They don't do that. What is it that we don't obey? What is it? I want to understand. Can it be spelled out to avoid all this blackmail? I am saying this so that tomorrow people will not say, enough of this blackmail. Enough of all this confusion in this Biafra struggle. Enough of when we try to move 10 steps forward, somebody will try to draw us backward. The case is there. The lawyer should focus on the case that is presenting to them. They have a case in their hand. It is not their duty to come and administer administrative issues on IPOB. This is where the problem started 4 years ago. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, if he wants to communicate to the DOS, he have a channel to communicate to the DOS. If he don't want to communicate to the DOS, it is also a decision left for him. But people using for the fact that they are speaking to Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, poisoning his mind, trying to put him in more problem in the one that he is, trying to find things that will only, do you understand me, demonize the people who has been working for over 11 years or 12 years. Demonize them. Suddenly, Chuku the former is an enemy of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Suddenly, everybody is an enemy. Chinasa Nworu is the enemy of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. They are the good people. Onye kwekwala mu kwu okwu. Onye obula kwa ikwara onwe ya ugwu. Ndewono.